tidings, ladies and gentlemen of the lodge, and welcome back. The world of Kingdom Hearts continues to get spicier and spicier as translations from Japan are starting to come in, shining new light on some of the information for the incoming Kingdom Hearts titles. Upon some of this new information was us finding out that the narrator during the trailers was none other than Sigurd. That's right, Sigurd, that little robed fellow from the end of Union Cross. Seeing him appear in the Union Cross finale and now be the narrator of this trailer, it's quite clear that Sigurd is going to play a vital role moving forward. So, in the spirit of understanding, I figured it's time we do a deep dive on Sigurd to figure out just what's going on with him. Given his limited appearances, there isn't much for us to dissect on screen. But as we all know, Kingdom Hearts loves them some Norse mythology, and what if I told you that there was a hero in Norse mythology named Sigurd? If we are to understand what is going on with Sigurd, then we are going to have to understand his mythological roots. And that's what we are here to do today. So strap on in, get yourself focused, and let's take a deep dive on our man Sigurd. In Norse myth and legend, the warrior Sigurd was a member of the royal family of Denmark. He also was regarded as a legendary hero figure who transcended cultures. In fact, one story about Sigurd, the Thirdrik Saga, finishes the story with the following. Everyone said that no man now, living, or ever after would be born who would be equal to him in strength, courage, and in all sorts of courtesy, as well as in boldness and generosity that he had above all men, and that his name would never perish in the German tongue. And the same was true with the Norsemen. So seeing him historically regarded as a hero figure, we can anticipate that Sigurd is someone we can trust and that he truly does have Brain's best interests in mind. Moving on, Sigurd is in fact a descendant of the god Odin, which, to avoid confusion, even though Sigurd may possibly have a connection to Odin from Dark Road, with the lack of chronology being explained at this point in time, we can't exactly anticipate how. But whether Sigurd be a descendant or ancestor as far as Kingdom Hearts goes remains to be seen. But I do believe it's very possible there will be some kind of connection between the two. But now, getting back to the Norse myth. Sigurd was raised by a blacksmith named Regin, who made him a special sword from pieces of a sword owned by Sigurd's father. Sigurd used his sword to kill the dragon Fafnir and so acquire its golden treasure. When Sigurd roasted and ate the beast's heart, he was able to understand the language of the birds around him, who warned him that Regin was going to betray him. So Sigurd beheaded the blacksmith who raised him. Sigurd took the treasure and put a ring on his finger. He was unaware, however, that the ring bore a curse that brought misfortune to its wearer. The misfortune that would come upon Sigurd would be his demise. Sigurd is portrayed as dying as the result of a quarrel between his wife Gudrun and another woman, Brunhild, whom he has tricked into marrying Burgundian king Gunnar. There are many stories of Sigurd and his heroism, but commonly both the Norse and German myths maintain the story of his demise. This is the very thing we need to be paying attention to, as I believe this is our biggest hint as to what Sigurd's role will be in the future of Kingdom Hearts. Allow me to explain using this particular excerpt. Sigurd reflects the Norse idea of the ultimate human hero: strong, brave, clever, forthright, and willing to help others. Sigurd also reflects the human flaws that are seen in nearly all Norse characters, both god and human alike. He is susceptible to magic and deception, and falls victim to a curse about which he is not aware. This reflects Norse beliefs in fate and destiny. Certain events are unavoidable no matter how hard one might struggle to prevent them. There is so much to unwrap here, but let's start with him reflecting the flaws of human and god alike. He is susceptible to magic and deception, and falls for a curse by which he's unaware. To me, this teaches us that perhaps wherever Sigurd gets his orders from, it's very possible that person may be deceiving him, or that he is to be deceived by somebody else in the future, possibly a missing link. Then we have that last part, that he is a reflection of the Norse beliefs in fate and destiny, that certain events are just simply unavoidable. As we all know, this idea and this idea being challenged are nothing new to the Kingdom Hearts series, let alone Square properties in general. It would appear that maybe Sigurd is here to challenge what Sora showed us at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora was able to change fate, but maybe that option won't always be on the table. Either way, seeing what Sigurd's role in mythology is, we can see that he symbolically is a perfect fit for the Kingdom Hearts series. The last bit of info I will share is that one of the main themes of Sigurd's story is that of betrayal and revenge. We see this when Sigurd learns Regan will betray him for his treasure, where Sigurd kills Regan in response. And we see it later in Sigurd's involvement in the quarrel between Brunhild and Gudrun, in which Sigurd betrayed Brunhild, thereby leading to her taking his life. And seeing as betrayal is another overlapping theme in Kingdom Hearts, keeping the Foretellers and Lushu mostly in mind, we see yet another way that Sigurd symbolically fits into the Kingdom Hearts story. The Norse mythology influence continues to persist in the Kingdom Hearts series. And again, finding out that the narrator was Sigurd points to his role being more significant than any of us likely initially thought. I'm very excited to see what his role in Missing Link will be. But what do all of you think? What kind of role is Sigurd going to embody? Let me know. But anyway, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. All of you ladies and gentlemen, be good out there, be good to each other and yourselves, and I will see all of you beautiful sickos and normies next time.